the first thing that has to be said is very rich of Keir Starmer to say those
That's
words.
for sure.
I mean, he's from a party who were going to nationalise everything.
Yeah.
Where would the tax bill have been then?
True.
The second thing to say...
And that was before we were even in a pandemic,
Exactly.
by the way. So imagine what it would have been if Labour had been in power and we'd been dealing with a pandemic.
The mind boggles. But look,
Yeah.
there's two things. Firstly, ordinary people will feel this. If you earn £20,000 a year, this will be a £10 rise per month. And we have a cost of living crisis coming down the pipe. But also the thing that ordinary people feel very keenly is the state of the NHS, particularly social care. Somebody does need to sort that out. And if you're a Prime Minister... And hold on. If you're a Prime Minister...
I wasn't going to say anything. I just opened my mouth.
If you're a Prime Minister and you're...
You've got the measure of her already, Shaun Bailey.
And you're building a legacy...
I don't want him on again.
This would be a great legacy to build because this will cover everybody. We're talking about one of the fundamental things that makes this country great, our NHS. But a word of caution, tax is always painful. So the Chancellor should be working harder to reduce our bills elsewhere. That's the job of the Chancellor. I would hear more.
Can I say something now?
That really is scary because what that means is let's cut public services. I'd rather see tax go up than see public services cut. So you can argue about whether taxes should rise or not.
That's because you're a Labour-supporting newspaper.
It is indeed. And when everyone's slagging off...
You're a lefty,
when everyone's
exactly.
slagging off the Labour Party at the moment, Rishi Sunak has just taken on board John McDonnell's economic policy. With the money...
And that's why we're so angry.
Yeah, that's what we're worried about.
But the country hasn't fallen apart, as the Tories predicted.
April 1 is when it starts to fall apart.
But we've already spent £400 billion.
And I'm sorry, Nigel, you
okay.
must look at the inflation figures and start to panic. And that's before these tax hikes. That's before the energy bills skyrocket.
But when we go back to the tax business, there are two issues there. Is it right to raise taxes? I think it is. Is the national insurance tax the right way to do it? No, it's not. And what Keir Starmer was talking about was that it will hit people on middle incomes, well, actually on average incomes. So somebody on £30,000 a year will pay proportionately more of their income in national insurance than somebody on £100,000 a year. And that has got to be wrong. So what we should have is certainly raise taxes, but take it from somewhere else.